Magona Marima, welcome to the Mukushi Seeds Magona Marima Academy of Crop Production. This is the third in the series of 2015. And in the last series, we spoke about your production opportunities. And we presented this little diagram in which we said we need to determine how much we are going to produce based upon our needs and the market. And the needs and the market determine things like the demand, the price, and the supply. And this is all on the output side of your crop production plan. And it all represents an opportunity for you as a farmer. Once you've decided and looked at these issues, and you've decided how much grain of a particular crop you want to produce, then we need to look at the input side and the operations of your farm. And that's what I'd like to discuss this morning in this session. Now, when we talk about how we are going to do the production, there are two things that are important. The first is the area of land that you have that you can allocate to this particular crop. The second thing is your yield. Your yield target. The area times by the yield is going to give you the production. So these two are related and connected. So you need to be looking at your farm, what area you have, what the soil conditions are like. Are they suitable for the crop that you want to produce? What do you need to do to that soil, that land, to make it more productive? And what is your yield target? Have you set a target yield for this year for the crop that you're going to produce? Without a yield target, you are not shooting at anything. And you never know whether you'll actually achieve it or not. So I would encourage you as a farmer, knowing the area of land that you have, set your yield targets. Because once you've set your yield targets and you know your area, you can determine how much production you will get. That's your potential. That's your goal. That's your opportunity. Now, there are a number of things that affect your area and yield. The first thing, of course, when we think of yield is the weather conditions. We can do as much as we can in our crops, but God supplies the rain and the air and the temperature that enables our crops to grow. So we must do our part and do everything that is necessary so that our crop can benefit from whatever weather conditions we receive. Little rain or much rain, hot temperatures or cool temperatures. We must do what we can to enable our crop to make the best use of the weather conditions. So that means we need to consider our management. We need to manage our crop to the best of our ability. So our management is going to be related to the weather conditions. Whether you're in region 4 or region 2, you will manage your crop accordingly. And the management and the weather will contribute to the yield. So these three are very much related. The third thing related to our operations is our resources. What resources do you have as a farmer? And here we are particularly talking about the money, the labor, and the equipment that you have as a farmer to produce on the area of land that you have to achieve a yield in order to meet your production goals. So your resources are going to very much influence the way you manage your crop. Your resources are very much related to the area of land that you have. And your management as well is very much going to be a function of the area of land that you have. So you see how all these things interact to achieve the production that you're aiming at. In this series, our emphasis is going to be on your management. This is what you have the most control over. You have no direct control over the weather. Yes, we can pray. Yes, we can rest on what God will provide us. But it is management that is going to really, at the end of the day, be a primary influence on your yield. And yes, of course, resources are important. And we don't minimize resources. But we want to help you use whatever resources you've got to the best possible efficiency and effectiveness. And that's again related to management. If you've only got a little bit of fertilizer, because you only have a little bit of money to buy that little bit of fertilizer, how best do you use that fertilizer to achieve the yields that you require to get to your production goal? And so on. So you can see management is key. We will talk through these issues in the future sessions of Magona Marima Academy of Crop Production. And so we look forward to extending this series, and we look forward to your participation. Please feel free to ask questions, to make comments, to make suggestions on what you would like to hear in this Magona Marima Academy of Crop Production series. Thank you for listening. And I'd like to give you my name and number again. It's John MacRobert, Mukushi Seeds, and the phone number is 0782 808080. Thank you for watching. Bye.